It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are a mile high at Broncos Stadium in Denver, Colorado. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Buffalo Bills and the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And a short pickup to about the 25.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Murray. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll run here. It's Murray. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage.
Hey, zero.
4th down. Here's Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
Well, they went back to him, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On 3rd down, Wilson. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. 1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Here's Cook again. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
On play action, Allen. He's got a man. It's his fullback. Touchdown! Reggie Gilliam. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills go up by 2 touchdowns. Here's Bass now for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he returns this to the 22. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the 1st down sack. Wilson, he rifles one that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable... And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1. Cook up the gut. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Here's Allen to throw it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 2nd and goal, here's an option play left. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Allen. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now brings up fourth down.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
Allen will look to throw for it on fourth. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on fourth and goal. Well, Charles certainly circled that play. We might have to revisit it later. They had three in their back pocket. They go for it on fourth and goal and throw the pick.
Well, you know, we're still in the first half. A bold call nonetheless. And I guess the book might have said take the three, but it looks like they burned the book and just said, give me the analytics. And the analytics said, go for it. Didn't work out.
Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And he's going to have a Broncos first down as he'll get this up to the 25.
36 foul.
They go play action now. Wilson. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
From the 30 on second down, Wilson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Wow, this one, it is getting out of hand early. They add a pick 6 to the ledger now. 3-score lead still in the first half.
And all that celebrating that you see and hear from those defenders is not just because they scored a touchdown on a pick 6. It's because they're pitching a shutout in this one. Every defender's dream.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. Bass on for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. From the 6. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. The 30. 10, 5, and he will score. Touchdown, Broncos.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. Fielded right around the 8. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game. For here's where the breaks are made. It's the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. Tyler Bass now for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Wilson. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all. And I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Wilson will throw again. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. And he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Alert, alert, alert.
Allen going to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. The option is Allen. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Allen now on 3rd and goal. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield at man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills will add on to their lead. So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows that it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Fielded right around the 8. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play.
Stephon Diggs, 20, 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. That goes out wide to Murray. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Well, a lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the 3rd quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard, because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Play action. Now Wilson. This pass caught by Hamler. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Play action. It's Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Throwing again here, Wilson. Going with a screen for Murray. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. Here's Wilson throwing on 4th down.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case,
look at this. Middle of the field, a breakaway. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. It's the NFL on EA Sports coming to you now from the foot of the Rockies in Denver, Colorado. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Dallas Cowboys and the Denver Broncos.
And off we go from Denver. Fielded right around the 8. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. This goes to the tight end, Eric Saubert. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Throwing is Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Here's Wilson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On 4th down, Wilson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have a Broncos first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll give up the gut for Murray. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
On 2nd down, Elliott once more.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Again, it's Elliott.
And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott.
Open man, right side, it's Lamb.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. Up the middle, here's Elliott.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 39-yard line. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. They find some open field here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
So that a very nice looking touchdown run.
And on his first carry of the game as well. And you remember, Brandon, we talked to him yesterday, and he thought he was going to have a big game. He thought everything aligned perfectly. He liked what the defense was presenting, and he really liked what he was getting from his blockers.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
Takes it at the 7. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And on the last drive,
They were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go play action with Wilson. They're going, and now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They go to Elliott again.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Elliott going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from a yard out.
And the Cowboys have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And the ball is knocked out. It's picked up by the Broncos.
Well, that 2-point attempt failed due to the fumble, but people that can't see this, but you've got a ball in your hands now, and you've got the thing locked in pretty well. You've got it covered up.
I love having a football in the booth. I always hang on to it. Makes me feel like I actually played back in my day.
Well, you probably could have. If you had run that play, you would not have fumbled. I can tell you that.
Maybe. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
On 2nd down and 4. Wilson, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
From the 10.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now it's 2nd and 9.
Now it's Wilson. He's got a man, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders. And, of course, that's not an easy man to sack. You know how elusive he can be trying to get outside of the pocket. That was a great play on the defensive side.
And I wonder what was going through his mind because he didn't seem as committed to using his legs to pick up yardage. He wanted to keep that play alive, so either take off and go or throw it away. But he held on to the football and ended up getting sacked.
4th down. Here's Wilson.
Got a man. It's Judy, complete.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Touchdown, Broncos. Eric Saubert in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Broncos are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the 1st half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3 from the 10. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. 1 play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Eric Saubert, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Broncos take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. And he won't quite make it to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Kwan Williams. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
But Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This one taken just inside the 10. And able to get this out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
72 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And some room to maneuver.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
47. 46.
Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A handoff left, Elliott. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
Pass complete. It's to Ezekiel Elliott, his running back.
Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott. He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Cowboys have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead.
So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Consecutive runs of 6 yards gives them a 1st and 10.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Wilson.
That's going to be caught by Judy.
So nothing doing there, and it's 2nd down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. That was 2nd down run for Murray. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The offense on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10.
To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. 10th carry of the game now, Murray. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They go play action now. Wilson. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they get more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. On 1st down, Wilson. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you didn't mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
A tackle made there by Caden Stearns.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. They'll roll him out right.
He'll find Lamb crossing the formation for the catch. On the move past the 40.
And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 35. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Williams. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. So now a big play here as the Broncos will line up to go for 2. Here's Wilson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now Dak. He's got Elliott, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Here's Dak. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Prescott. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Get down!
Desperation time. Prescott on fourth. He's got a man. Complete. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw, Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Back-to-back nice gains, that one for 14 yards and another first. So it all rests now on the right foot of Brett Maher. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Inside give to Elliott. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. And they're going to get the timeout called. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And his kick is indeed good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us, because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are a mile high at Broncos Stadium in Denver, Colorado. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Miami Dolphins and the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Here's Murray running right. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Not sure if he's looking for a cutback lane or whether he was trying to get to the corner, but he didn't find either. And they ended up forcing him out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second and 11 now. From the shotgun, Wilson. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
And now on the heels of the pick 6, here's their offense on the field sooner than intended as they'll try to make it 8-0. That's caught. And it's very quickly 8-0. Tell you what, they're not messing around. You get the quick touchdown, and then you go for 2 to go up 8-0 here on the road.
In a sense, they hit him with a big shot right away. You don't throw a jab after you throw the haymaker, right? Go ahead and go for 2. They did. They're in control.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Open man Hamler, that's complete. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run here. It's Murray. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
They go back to Murray on first down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Wilson. This goes to the tight end, Eric Saubert. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 44-yard line. They'll try to right side with Murray. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. To throw is Wilson. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack.
Off the play fake. Wilson.
This one complete to Jerry Jeudy.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. That's complete to the tight end, Saubert. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in with Murray. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
1 quarter down, 8-0 the score.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Here's Wilson. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Here's 3rd and goal now, back at the 11. Play action. It's Wilson. Under pressure, and they got to him again. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Jerry Jeudy.
A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Broncos' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Nathaniel Hackett told his offense to stay put. They're going for 2.
Wilson going to throw for it. And he'll get in to tie this game at 8. Well, it's definitely early enough where they didn't need to go for 2. They didn't have to go for 2, but, well, they did. We're all tied at 8.
Is this one of those anything you can do, I can match? Because that's exactly what we got on that one. Neither one of these teams wants to give any ground, do they?
So 8-8 our score now as he'll send this one away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10
at their own 24.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert.
Room here to run. An excellent way to start the drive there. 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, The coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback. As everybody was up at the line of scrimmage, he just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the stick, 2nd and 15. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you're probably going to have to make some contested catches.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
So many qualities coaches tick off when they talk about, hey, what is it going to take to make an excellent quarterback? Accuracy has to rank near the top of every list.
Talk about arm strength, that's great. Mobility, great, but you need that accuracy in there. That one well in front of his man.
Yeah, now they got to face a big 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And again, it's Tagovailoa. And the completion to Wilson. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. A run with Mostert up the middle. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half. Here's Mostert. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Raheem Mostert punching it in from a yard away. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the 2-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
Especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They go play action with Wilson. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack. Back to throw. Wilson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off of play action. Tagovailoa. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Down.
Tua, the final shot before half. Out to his left. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Well, in a tight game like this, that could be an incredibly important pick-6, CD. And remember, it cancels out the one that the opposition had earlier in this ball game.
You're right about that, partner, because each side came up with plays to swing the momentum their way. Still plenty of time left for either team to come through with a win, though. Can someone else make a similar play and win it for their club?
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this 3rd quarter. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Play action. Now it's Tua. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory. Down at the 33. On play action, here's Tua. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. On second down, Mostert. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
Here we go. Red, yellow. 10 cycles.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Caught by Wilson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
No, 52.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. One more time with Mostert. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. A loss of 8 that time, and it brings up 3rd down.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
Tua now, 3rd and goal. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Well, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. Montrell Washington on the return from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
On 1st down, Murray. We'll get this up to about the 44. 2nd down at 7. Again, it's Murray. There's another truck. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down. Wilson. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. A 3rd quarter now, and a 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson to throw.
He's got Hamler on the out route.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. To throw is Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time.
Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the fourth quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Oh, a design run for their wideout. Three quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is second and less than a yard.
From the gun, a run with Mostert.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
Get ready. Wakanda, 50 years. Go, stand.
Tua now on first down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
Partner, took a while for him to walk onto a receiver, and he finally found his man coming left to right across the formation. But by the time he got the ball to him, not much of a chance to turn upfield and make anything out of it.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Tua rolling to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Nick Bonito able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. And that will be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Tua on fourth down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Broncos are right back in this football game.
A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. 10th carry of the game now. Murray. And he's got room. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They go with Murray again. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Up the middle, Murray. And some room to run now. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down.
62 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
A handoff. It's Murray. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now a 2nd down run for Murray. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On 3rd down, Murray. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Carries piling up. It's Murray again. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Now they'll run. Murray. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Russell Wilson now will bring his guys up to go for 2. Wilson to throw. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football?
And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Picked up by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos have just about sewn up this football game. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Here's Wilson. He'll go up top here for Hamler. Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.